Alright, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is November 8th, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. I need to shave. I'm ready, buddy. I'm ready.
Best intro ever. It's like, how's it going, everybody? I need to shave. Oh my god, that's hilarious. We are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about Pokemon Go because we love the game just as much as you do. And of course, a quick reminder, Chris, that we have to remind everybody to be part of the Professor Network. So make sure to check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/Purified Podcast. Wonderful people, always work well with them. And yeah, just check them out for sure. All right, Chris, I guess we should get into our recaps here and shift the gears a little bit. But I do have something here that may be or may not be a shiny for us.
I'm giving you all my shiny luck, buddy.
Please. All right, let's check it out. If anybody else is in the chat, make sure that you check us out. If anybody's listening, we'll see how it goes. But yes, I'll go ahead and check in.
Good IVs?
2562.
Okay. I honestly have not paid attention to the numbers for Lugia. I still have not done an Aeroblast one yet.
Really?
I know. I keep getting invited when I'm not in the game.
Yeah.
And then I get in the game and there's nothing.
Yeah, that's
so
for sure.
sad.
Well, I got done a couple, and I got one shiny Lugia with Aeroblast, so I'll probably be trying to trade that for like a friend and see how it will work, of course. But Lugia, for some reason, is just like insanely hard to catch this year. I don't know why. It's just
I've been hearing that a lot.
It's like I don't know if the catch rate is lower or just him himself is just a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it looks like he's moving a lot more than I remember.
Well, I do gotta say that it's probably been a while since we actually had a Lugia come back in raids, right?
Yeah, it's been a decent amount of time. I mean, we used to have it almost like every other raid, it felt like.
Or every other month, yeah. At
Yeah.
least. Or a special weekend, or things like that. Or like, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's it. Well,
yeah.
let's go ahead and get into a recap real quick because, in all sense, Lugia is back with now the special move that we've been waiting forever, and that is Aeroblast, which should be a killer move in PvP. Did you see any statistics on that, Chris?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, at least the people I've been looking at, said that it wasn't going to be that good. What really is great for it is the fact that it has a chance to boost the attack by 2 stages.
Oh.
I'm really interested to see how that plays out because it has the bulk needed to get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12.5% chance for that double boost.
Ooh.
The only problem holding it back is its quick moves.
Oh,
Extra Sensory and Dragon Tail. Yeah, no. Even with like Gust.
I can probably see Dragon Tail, but I don't think the energy accumulation is too low for those, right?
If it did benefit a lot from it, I think it would be from Sky Attack, and the Sky Attacks would be doing all the damage. But if you're fighting something like a Dialga, you're not going to be doing any damage. So you'd have to fight something else, maybe a Mewtwo or something that you already resist.
Right.
It's really hard to say. I'm really interested to see if it shakes up the meta at all, because Lugia is a bulky Pokemon. It's like the Cresselia of Master League, if I had to say.
All right.
And it is really good for raids, too. I think they said it has 180 base power for the attack.
Well, I haven't really gotten that well of a Lugia since then, and with Aeroblast, it's a different story, of course, since I only done so many. It's one of those. Unfortunately, it's one of those rate legendaries that you just it's there right now, and I'm just like, okay, it's not too bad and everything. We did mention the reason why it's coming back, but again, it's the only reason really that people want to do it is because it has Aeroblast, and unless you want to use it Elite TM eventually, you might want to catch a couple of them. Oh, goodbye.
I'm not gonna lie, I just broke down and used my first Elite Charge TM.
No, what you use it on?
It was for a Shadow Bone.
Lala Heroic.
Yeah, I was like, let me just use it on my PvP one.
Yeah. So I would have just used it on Hondos anyways. But that's just me.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's just me. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into our shiny recaps. What did you got for me, Chris?
Oh, buddy, I got one that I think you're gonna be jealous of. I know you.
I'm kicking you out already.
You seemed pretty excited when I posted it. I got myself a shiny Spiritomb on like the 4th quest, I think, which is really good because I think the next day they were gone. Yeah. So I was like, thank goodness.
Yeah, I think you were doing it on the Monday off, and I think Tuesday afternoon is when the whole Halloween event ended.
Yeah, and I think I worked that day. And I was like...
I was technically off on Tuesday, but I was just like, I just don't want to get out of the house right now. Got all the things I want to do. I'm just like, whatever. If I didn't get it, I didn't get it. Oh, well. What else?
I didn't get any Hondos, but I did get a 98 Dino yesterday. 15 attack, 14 defense, 15 HP.
Okay.
I was really happy about that. It's just a really cool Pokemon. I'm excited to use it in the future. Not that soon, but in the future.
In the future?
Especially if it gets a calm day. But the real prize, in my opinion, I got a shiny Shadow Growlithe yesterday on stream.
Nice.
And, oh my gosh. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, any Shadow Shinies is actually just a good addition to anything.
Very welcome.
A good continuation.
What'd you get?
You did get one up, not by me, but somebody else in our community.
Oh, dude. I still can't believe that, though.
Somebody in our community actually got a shiny Shadow Growlithe, and it was 100%. So, a Shando in its own regards, and a Shanando, a Shanon, Shotando, I don't know. I mean, some kind of word. Like,
like one of the luckiest things.
That's just insane. It's even worse that it comes from the Team Rocket Leaders, and it's not a legendary, you know?
Yeah.
And being Shadow, oof. But that's how the luck usually is, Chris. You either play the game or you just like burn yourself out. You still do it, yeah. Alright, well, for me, I didn't get much in the Hondo category, unfortunately. It's been kind of like those slow weeks there. I just don't get anything. However, I did get a couple of shinies this week. And to my surprise, it was just funny that my shinies appear just like out of nowhere. I had one specific day that I just went off. Like, full off.
I saw that.
So, I was at work. I run into Go Plus. I was just catching Pokemon with Go Plus. You know, I turn usually it goes off every now and then it turns off after an hour. I have to reset it. No big deal. Same thing. Just click on it. Don't care. And then, you know, if I get it, I get it, you know. So, I finish work. Or I'm finishing work. I check my phone. I go to reset the Go Plus. And then I just look and open my game. And I like a hint of the sparkle on my storage was there. And I just scroll down and I see two of them. Two shinies. One of them that I did not have in my inventory before. But then another one, I was just like... Then I looked it over at my journal. Because luckily enough, it was only a few minutes from the catching. My journal said that I caught it back-to-back Go Plus shinies. One being a Lillipup and one being a Pidove. What?
I'm very jealous of the Pidove, I'm not gonna lie.
Back-to-back. I was just like, oh my god, that's crazy. So, I mean, Lillipup is a cool shiny in all regard. The green eyes are amazing. Not too much noticeable after that, of course. But then, of course, I get the Pidove, and I'm just like, finally, I get it. Oh my god, I've been actually looking for this shiny for a while, and unfortunately, because we had so many events in the recent months, that Pidove doesn't spawn as much unless you get the right weather. So it was kind of nice to actually be able to get this shiny without even having to try. And then...
And you gotta get the male and the female.
Yeah,
too,
I know, right? So this one is actually a male, so I gotta get the female eventually. That day is not over, though. I'm going home after work, and I usually, when I enter my neighborhood, I go through the neighborhood, spin the stuff that's in my neighborhood before I get to my house, and then it gives me one of those scanning quests, and I'm just like, okay, well, I know that this is just gonna happen, but it was an encounter quest, and I was like, I knew those were the new encounter quests that they're actually putting on the scans, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew that it was a scan counter. I was like, okay, cool, let me go ahead and do it real quick. So I usually, whenever that happens, I'm just like driving slowly. So what I do, I scan whatever is moving around at the moment. I don't even scan the place itself. I try to upload it, but because my internet or the upload on 4G or 5G is not the greatest, it doesn't fully upload. So I cancel the upload and then just like delete the upload completely. However, it still gives me the quest, and it tells me, okay, thank you for your contribution, and all this and all that. So without me actually, taking off the chances of that Pokestop leaving my area, I just go ahead and do that way so I can just get the quest done. I got a shiny Skarmory of that one. I'm just like, okay, I'll take it. Not bad.
Was it PvP IVs?
Nah, I think it's like one of the worst is like a 6-5, or I'm sorry, what was it? 10? Oh no, 11, 10, 11.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like PvPs or anything, but it's shiny, it's just nice and it's still cool. Of course, Lugia comes back. I start doing a couple of raids. I get invited into one, and then of course I get the shiny, which I already mentioned. This is actually pretty good.
Already.
Which is actually my second shiny Lugia, and the first one I only got it like when it came back as a shiny, but I was going ham back then, and that was without remote rating, so it's actually nice to actually get another one just for a reason that either I transfer it to home when it happens, or I just try lucky trade it. So that's why I'm trying to get another one so I can get lucky trades.
Yeah, you gotta keep the Arrow Blast.
Yeah, and then of course the day is not over. Actually, not the day, but the week wasn't over. And I go ahead and do the encounter snapshot from the animation week that we're having right now, guys. And that is the shiny Scyther. So I've been going ham this week. This week has actually been doing pretty good in shinies. More so than Hondos, but shinies is just like, yeah, I got some. So
That's a big boy.
I know, it is a big boy. Let's see, Scyther. Let me just check the AVs on my other one real quick and see which one's better. Oh, definitely the other one. So I never had a shiny. Oh, hell no. This one's better. I never had a shiny Scyther. So we are the Purified Podcast. We are the ones that are going to show you another shiny evolution right now for all of you. Yeah. Give me that green boy. Green bean. There it is. Look at that. That looks beautiful, actually. I love the color scheme in this shiny.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's green, which is not like my favorite color, it's still like a pretty nice shiny. And it maxes out at 24.95, so...
It does look a little bit more like Scyther when it evolves, which is interesting.
Yeah. But still. Love it. Finally got this.
That's going to be coming.
Yeah, I know, right? At least I'm happy enough to be able to get that shiny, so it's not that much difference. But yeah, that is my shinies, and of course we didn't get any Honda, so we're good on that. But let's get right into a little more recap. The Halloween event ended just a couple of days ago. Chris, of course, you got super lucky, but I don't know. I do think that it was a really nice event. I mean, the spawns were amazing. We had good research. Special research wasn't too bad either. I think everything that we did so far, plus the Mega Gengar candy from the Mega Evolution raids.
Yeah, you got the costume in the Mega raids. I do think the Mega Gengar and the costume Gengar kind of kicked out the costume Gen 1 starters if you wanted to get those costume shinies. Mm-hmm. But it was fine. You could still get them from the 7-kilometer eggs.
Right, or Go Battle Lake Halloween.
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah, definitely. So It wasn't too bad. It was nice and easy. Again, it wasn't like we're like super hunting of it. I mean, I would have loved to get one of the custom Sableyes as a shiny,
Yeah,
but you know, you take what you get, and then of course the shiny spirit of which I still hate you for. But you know,
you'll get the chance next year.
oh my god!
I'm sorry, was that mean?
I guess I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well.
I hate that you gotta wait for like Delibird.
I know it's just another year, but you know, Halloween. It's Halloween. It always comes and comes. So
Yeah.
there's always gonna be new shinies, new things whenever a year comes around. I mean, we still have a lot of Pokemon that we still need in this batch of Generation 5 before we technically supposed to go to Generation 6.
Yeah, we still got Gen 1 shinies to look forward to.
I do feel like it might be coming soon, and we'll talk about that in just a moment when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
As for the animation week that we are actually on standing right now, we got some interesting things. First of all, Pikachu with the World Cap Pikachu is in the wild right now. You are able to catch it. You're able to get it shiny. You're able to evolve it. That's not a bad thing. And then after that, we have a couple of photo bombs and some clothes on the shop. Do we have any bonuses for the animation week? I can't remember at this point.
I gotta take a peek, actually. I think we do. I know they ended up giving us a bonus because the Adventure Sync wasn't working. So
That's right. Yeah.
It.
But right now, we actually have Animation Week. The bonuses are the event team wild Pokemons, which Wurmple, Pikachu, and Dratini. There are a lot of spawning in the wild right now. Event team 7KX, which actually the 7K pool is like the smallest we've seen in an event. So we got Riolu, we got Cuba.
Ivysaur was supposed to be spawning more. I mean, all I've been seeing is Bulbasaur.
I see Charizards.
You've seen a Charizard? I have not seen a Charizard.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think the Charizard was from the
single Ivysaur.
Yeah.
I swear Ivysaur was one of the ones mentioned.
Yeah, it is mentioned. Actually, I think got Gold Plus one during one of those.
Okay.
So it wasn't too bad. We also have event team raid bosses, which includes Scorlark and 4-star raids. Actually, 3-star raids. I'm sorry. And there's a lot of other things. The Ghost Snapshot, which I mentioned, gives you Scyther, and of course gives you the ability to see Go in the game. Technically, that's the only way.
It takes up so much of the screen.
Yeah, it definitely does. So yeah, that's Go from the anime. That's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I like it. Like it.
I wish they would actually put Ash in there too, but I feel like Ash is going to have his own difference in Pokemon Go, you know?
Dude, if he goes to Pokemon Go, people are gonna freak out. Oh, he has different poses for Pokemon for Go?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. That adds so much more fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that.
Yeah, so the best thing to take away from this is just mostly the Riolu and eggs and a couple of things in the wild. But after that, I mean, I think it's a pretty nice small event. Plus the Lugia being raids, which is also nice. All of this connects to the anime. And one of the things that Joe Marovic, which is the creator and runner of Servi.net, says that the quest that you have, the special team quest that you have for it, actually follows like the episodes of the anime. So you get this and that depending on the episode, and you just do a couple extra things, and bada bing, you get a couple extra encounters, and yeah, that's pretty much it on that. It's actually kind of nice to see the Pokemons that they have caught in the anime. The Wurmple is one of them, and I'm sure that everybody's looking for that one.
Yeah, that's a shiny I really like.
Yeah,
I've only got one right now.
I got one. It's non-evolvable, so
still cool.
Yeah,
everyone loves that party hat, man.
Always. But yeah, that's usually Animation Week. So far, I mean, we have nothing else from that. I think there's something else going on after Animation Week, but I don't think the announcement has been out yet. I don't believe so. Let me check, aside from what we're going to be talking about, definitely. Let me check the news tab here. No, Community Day we talked about last time. Halloween Cup is done. We'll be talking about Go Battle League in a minute. Oh, yeah, one thing that we actually didn't mention last podcast. The coin rework system actually stopped. They stopped the testing of that. So they don't anybody who was in New Zealand and Australia, they used to get the small quest that you can get to be able to get like 25 extra coins plus the ones that you get from the gym. and things like that. But they decided to stop it. Unfortunately, we have no reasons of to why. I tried searching a little bit of exactly if there was a decision making on that, but I guess the system wasn't working for them, and that's why they're not going to go forward with it. However, I could be wrong. I could also think that they're taking it away so they can rework a little bit and then come back with something even better. Chris, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, immediately I had a problem. Just the fact that we're limited to 50 free coins a day.
Yeah.
I remember in the beginning of the game, you could put, 10, 15 raids, or 10, 15 Pokemon in gyms, sorry.
Yeah.
And collect 10 per gym.
Mm-hmm. Which was 100 at one point.
Yeah. I feel like we should at least be able to make 75 per day. 50... It's just so much, so much work for one calm day box or something.
Yeah.
Per month.
Most likely. I don't know, but I hope that they see that in the end of the day, they don't. I mean, the system could be a little bit better to actually additionally get more coins. That it doesn't break the game, but it also helps out the free to play player.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
I'm not saying you should be able to buy the biggest box, like the 1480.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think you should be able to easily afford the community day box and then a little bit extra each time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still going to get the people that want to buy all the raid passes and everything. So we'll definitely see what they do in the future.
Yeah, definitely. But that's, of course, Niantic's way of thinking things. So we'll see.
Yeah.
One last thing that we actually need to recap is both the 7-Eleven and the Grow Hub event days that we had because of your signups with these special promotions that we're doing. Now, Chris was able to do the 7-Eleven one. I was able to do Grow Hub, so we're going to go ahead and give us our thoughts. So, Chris.
No, I didn't get either.
Oh, you didn't play either?
Yeah, R.I.P.
Oh.
I wish. All
right. Well, from what I saw, unfortunately, there was a lot going on this weekend that I didn't see much on Saturday with the 7-Eleven. I know people were playing it. I know people were posting their shiny Ferroseed. But I wasn't really attentive of it because unfortunately there were other things in the world happening right now, and that were a little more important than seeing what Pokemon Go is. So, but however, I did see the accumulation of it. Now, the Grow Hub, which is technically the same as the 7-Eleven one. All of this is just the same, just with a couple of differences, which was the unknowns. I wish I would have been able to do the 7-Eleven because you get the V unknown and the Z unknown, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, those are so rare. Those are so rare. However, I got the Grow Hub one, which I got the H and the G, which unfortunately I think I had already one of the two. Which did you from GoFest and
from Chicago,
yeah, Chicago. I think I had the ones for Chicago, so there wasn't any new ones that I unfortunately didn't get. So it wasn't too bad. I unfortunately wasn't able to fully implement myself into the event because I was actually doing something else this morning, which the event was this morning, of course. And by the time the event started, all I did was just to put in a incest on and see what spawns. Which, actually, they were not too bad in that regards. The only difference is when it came down to it, I think it was just the spawns. But we had Mawa, we had Pharisee, we had the Unknowns. I had 7 Charizard spawns throughout the whole hour. Which, they can be shiny. Unfortunately, I didn't get the shiny on that. But either way, it was actually not a bad event. I mean, it was more like, if you're out playing, enjoy it. If not, then, good luck, have fun. You didn't register, I guess. And of course, you had your time research, which I was able to finish before the event ended. And it just helped out. And it gave you a couple extras, different encounters. One being Snorlax, the last one being Gible, Scyther, those kind of things. So, wasn't too bad. Nothing to, unfortunately, write home about. And it wasn't the greatest event in the world. It was only a 3-hour event. It was a community day or pre-COVID. So in the end of the day, it was like that. I do want to go back real quick and actually see if there was anything that I missed. Because again, I wasn't really paying attention for 1 hour of the event. I wasn't really playing because I had to drive somewhere. and it just never really helped me out on that regard. But the Grow Hub gave us the time research, the spawns, the unknowns, activation of 1 hour incest, and that's pretty much it. There wasn't much going on from that aside from trying to get shiny Ferroseed, and unfortunately I did not get shiny Ferroseed. Sad.
How do you think this one compared to the event we had before this with shiny Skarmory? Do you think this one was as successful or maybe even more successful?
I want to say this one was really just toned down. It wasn't like the greatest in the world. The shiny Skarmory one,
it was global.
Yeah. I mean, the Skarmory was global, while these ones were only in the US or the parts of the area where the event was happening.
Yeah.
So, like the 7-Eleven, the 7-Eleven in Mexico, the Grow Hub and Verizon here in the United States, and then there was 2 in Japan that I just don't remember or think because it's technically the same event, just with different spawns at this point. So, in the end of the day, it wasn't like great, but it would have been nice to get the shiny. A lot of people in our community did get a couple of shinies from the events, but again, it is what it is. I wouldn't say, like I said, I won't say that was the greatest event, mostly because I wasn't really attentive to it, but I played it. It was fun. It was okay. The spawns were okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted that shiny Ferroseed, man. I wanted that shiny Ferroseed.
I saw its shiny chance was still pretty low compared to even like Mawile.
Yeah, they didn't raise the shiny rates on the event. They just, they raised the spawn rate, but that's about it. It was only throughout the incest, though. I didn't see any wild spawns that actually corresponded to the event. So even if you were sitting down somewhere with a lot of spawns, they were all from Animation Week, while everything from incest was from the Grow Hub or 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I think you would have had to be at a lure, and I'm not sure. I think it was mostly the ones at the actual place, like 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, though.
Grow Hub didn't have, places.
No.
So, I wasn't not able to activate an lure module somewhere, so unfortunately I was not able to test that out, but still, it was just like...
Still.
I mean, the spawns were great.
You got to try it.
Yeah. Again, it's... One of the things that, the lure up actually talks about is completing the quest so it's actually in your quest list. So one of the things that appear, and if I show it to you guys, is that I have the Grow Hub Special Weekend. Hey. So I have more to go through there.
and then the Verizon people also got the little costume too.
Yeah.
The black mask and the like red and black boots and stuff, I think. Dude, I'm very jealous.
Yeah, I like those for sure. But you get what you get, Unfortunately, I'm an AT&T player. So what about you?
I'm T-Mobile, but I thought we had Verizon for the internet. I don't remember. I gotta ask about that.
Either way, it is what it is.
I don't know if it's too late. I don't know.
I don't know. Try it out. If not, then too bad, so sad,
Yeah.
Either way, that is the recaps of this week, mostly because it just happened recently and some other things. But let's go ahead and get into the news, because we have quite a bit of information for a few things. But Chris, the research topics of today's are...
Oh, buddy. I'm very excited. This season of Go Battle League has been very rough.
Yeah.
So it's definitely exciting to look forward to Season 5 of Go Battle League. Starting on Monday, November 9th, which is tomorrow for us, at 1 p.m. PST. That is 4 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're at.
And if you're listening to the podcast tomorrow when this goes live, it will be by the time you actually listen to this podcast. So.
Yeah, probably. I'm very excited for this one because they said it's going to be one that you can be very easygoing on, per se. Because you don't have to worry about getting 4 1s, 5 0s. You need to worry about just getting wins in general. I don't know if that means you're going to still need like a 70% win rate, counting all the days. But it seems like you're going to be very stress-free this time. You don't have to worry about getting that 5 0.
Yes. Now,
because your rank's not going to go down. It's just going to go up.
Right. Definitely. Now, here's what Season 5 has in store for us and the timeline of how the rewards and everything is going to come around. So, as previously mentioned from their blog post in Season 4, Season 5 will be shorter than previous seasons in just 3 weeks long. So, it's not even a month's worth. It's by the end of this month is when we're actually going to see Season 6. In addition, ratings will not be used to rank progression in this season. You'll instead progress through the ranks by winning a certain amount of battles. We hope to see trainers take this opportunity to try out new strategies, test different battles, and prepare for Season 6. Now, what is to come in Season 5, which starts tomorrow? Before, some of the things that they include is that an Elite Fast TM will be awarded if you reach rank 7 or higher. Before, there was a Charge TM, but now it just goes on. That's the reward for Seasons 4 ending. For Season 5 will be a Elite Charge TM, of course. But there's going to be new cups that everybody is going to be talking about. It's not going to be your standard Great League, Ultra League, or Master League. We're going to have 3 different cups through 3 different weeks, and here what they are. The very first one is Little Cup. Will run from Monday, November 9 to Monday, November 16. Only Pokemon that are able to evolve and have not evolved even once are eligible, and the CP limit is 500. Chris, what do you think about this one?
I know what I've seen from a lot of the PvPers that I know, they've been saying that they're only going to use one charge move on this. They're not going to invest that extra Stardust to get the Pokemon with 2 moves.
Right.
I'm interested to see how many people do that, because there's definitely going to be people that double move each Pokemon. The problem is, when are you going to use a 500 CP Pokemon again? You're not going to be using it for raids. You might put it in gyms, but it's not going to be the best defender either. I don't know. What are you thinking about it?
I agree on everything that's going on about that. I think that the 500 CP limit is quite disheartening, because the Pokemon that you're going to be using are not going to be like, they're not going to actually change anything when you do evolve them, or if you do anything like that. My only reasoning on using double move is the Pokemon is already 100% or something like that, or perfect IVs for PvP.
That's true. And you're planning on using it in the future anyways.
Correct. Yeah.
I know. They're like, why would I give it a second move if I'm never going to use it again?
Mm-hmm.
They want to see confirmation that there is going to be another Little Cup if they're going to put in the Stardust.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. At least gives them hopes up that there's more than 1 week worth of battles with this.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Hopefully we'll see something about it soon. But that's not all, of course. We have 2 more cups after that, and the second cup that we're going to announce is the Kanto Cup, which will run from November 16th to Monday, November 23rd. Only Pokemons with a Pokédex number from 1 to 151 are eligible, and the CP limit is 1500. This is going to be an interesting one, because I know we have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of Pokemons that are already in that category, especially the starters. But I'm anxious to see if there's actually some kind of meta on this one. What do you think, Chris?
Something I saw confirmed by Ghost Stadium, which is one of the really popular Sylph Ran tournament holders. They have confirmed with Niantic we can use a Alolan Pokemon in this cup. So if you got an Alolan Marowak with Shadowbone, he's going to be really OP here. I haven't looked too much at the cup. I don't think there's going to be too much of a meta shift. There aren't too many Pokemon you can use in Kanto, but definitely expect some Shadow Victory Bell.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
All I can say.
That's for sure. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, mostly because it is a throwback to only the first 151 Pokemons.
I love it.
Again, a lot of Pokemons in the meta are still valuable. Charizard, Venusaur, I don't know about Blastoise, of course. But we, of course, I love the Marowak is one that you mentioned. Regular Marowak could probably do some damage. I want to say maybe Mew, because this is an 151. But unfortunately,
you don't know what moves it's going to have either.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have a Mew for it. My Mew
Shadow
is not.
Mewtwo, though.
Shadow
Mewtwo, though.
Shadow Mewtwo, though. All right. I see you.
Think about it this way. The ghosts in Gen 1 are still weak to Psychic.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my god, you're so right. Could be Gengar too. Gengar is also another one that we already have a PvP ready once and everything. So we'll see. We'll see.
The cup's gonna be wild.
Yeah, definitely. So Absent Heart, thank you very much for joining us on the chat there. We are talking Pokemon Go news and updates. So catch on for the PvP sections that we're talking about. All right, and the third week that we're talking about this 3-week season is the Catch Cup, which will run from November 23rd all the way to November 30th, which is the end of the month. Only Pokemons that are caught since the beginning of Season 5 are eligible for this cup. The CP limit is 1,500. Mythical Pokemon such as Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, and Spictini are not eligible for the Catch Cup. Chris, I already see the thumbs down for you. What's going on with this one?
Don't like it. The problem is, and people have been saying this a lot, why would you want to build a completely new Pokemon for a Cup and Go Battle League? The thing is, I've thought about a tournament like this before. I thought it would be an interesting thing, and I've seen it done, where you only catch Pokemon for like an hour and then use it in a tournament.
Right.
And then power it up as much as you need to,
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, but dude, it is looking very, very Stardust heavy compared to the other ones we've had.
Well, again, this is only running for 1 week, so if anything, if you really don't want to invest the Stardust when it comes down to it, is that, it's just one of those things where you'll just catch it and then that's it. That's all it is. You can go with it. You don't have to invest the second move. It's not going to be like one of those humongous metas that's going to break it and everything when it comes down to it. I just think that in the end of the day, it could do just a little bit better. And in all honesty, I do believe that there is a chance for glory on this one if the Pokemon you catch are like really good. It's like it will intensify people to say, okay, we have this quest for, let's say, Skarmory, and then you can catch a Skarmory just like I did with the shiny. And then you catch it and you run it for this cup. Maybe something that you can do, I mean, you don't have to invest a lot, but at the same time, it kind of strategizes the player to go out there, find the specific Pokemon that you want to run, and then just try to catch it, and then just invest as little as possible. And then, of course, if you don't want to use it afterwards, then, of course, that's what it is,
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because there's people that hold on the quest like me and hold it on for the Triple Stardust events. They may have something that normally wouldn't be available in the wild at that time, maybe.
That's true.
Hidden in their quest. We'll see. I mean, obviously, the ones you catch there aren't going to be as bulky as the ones in the wild. I am glad they banned the mythical Pokemon. That'd be an unfair advantage for a lot of people if they couldn't catch it. I am interested to see what legendaries are available during this time, because that's definitely going to shape the meta.
Yeah,
you're not going to see Defense Deoxys and stuff like that. I can definitely guarantee that.
Now, I want to actually understand. It's in the blog post. It says only Pokemon that have caught since the beginning of Season 5 are eligible.
Starting tomorrow, yeah.
So you mean that the Pokemon that are catched from 12 o'clock tonight?
No. I'm assuming it's going to be the ones starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be by the day.
Okay, well, actually, that wouldn't make I will have to test it out. I will probably keep one Pokemon from today, and then one Pokemon after 4 p.m. and see what's eligible. For the reason that at this point, we don't have like a clock system in the game that tells you what Pokemons you can actually have caught aside from the date itself. So the date, if it's on November 9th, which is tomorrow, will it be eligible for the cup just because I caught it on that day specifically?
Something to keep in mind too is in the journal it keeps the time, so I'm sure there's some code somewhere for it.
But the one thing that one thing that restricts it is that the journal can only go so far down. So and you catch many Pokemons between now and during the event of Catch Cup. So
yeah.
However, it does look like all three of these cups will be available throughout the entire month. So the little cup will run through all the way. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid there.
You're fine.
No, it runs 1 week each time because it does say it does have an ending time and a beginning time. So that's what it is. Sorry about that, guys.
It's crazy how short it is for each cup.
Yeah, it's going to run pretty quickly, and November is going to run pretty fast at this point because of that. But, again, what are the changes that are coming, or the unchanges in Season 5? There will be no walking requirements, so, again, we'll not have to work for that. Friendship level requirement for battling remotely still remains like good friends. The avatar item inspired by Pikachu Libre will continue to rank 7 rewards. You can still encounter Pikachu Libre if you reach rank 10. The end of the season rewards will be similar to Season 4. Stardust from rank 1 through rank 3. And Stardust TMs and Premium Battle Pass from rank 4 through rank 10. Which are the same from Season 4. So, but
I forgot about this change.
Yeah. So what's new in Season 5? What's not really coming in Season 5? It is what it is. So starting at rank 7, you'll have to encounter the chance to encounter legendary Pokémon on the Gold Battle League reward tracks. These legendary Pokémon will be the same as those appearing concurrently in the 5-star raids. The rest of the Pokémon you can encounter on the reward tracks will remain unchanged from Season 4. Please note that the encounters with legendary Pokémon on the reward track will be available on the Gold Battle League only through Season 5. So only through these 3 weeks is when we'll be able to catch the legendary Pokémon that are in 5-star raids. So when it starts, we'll be able to catch Lugia once you reach rank 7. And again, guys, the limit of battles is only like 5 matches a day, I think, Chris?
Yeah, it should be 25 battles still per day.
So that being said, that will, of course, be when you are actually able to catch. Now, it was, in previous times when COVID-19 started, it was only after rank 4. But now they had put it a little higher. Again, this season is not a try-hard season because you're not going to reach rank 7 pro. You're probably going to reach rank 7 pro in the days if you do all your battles. But again, it just really depends on what exactly they're working with. And we still don't know what the next legendary is going to be. I think throughout those weeks, I think we have the Cobalion, the Sword Trio. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, and then I think throughout Catch Cup, I think we have an unknown Pokemon coming, so which we don't know yet. We will see when the news comes out, of course. The rank fluctuation during the season will be based on effort rather than ratings. To reach rank 2, you must complete a certain number of battles. To reach rank 3 to 7, you must win a certain amount of battles. So, like I said, it's not gonna matter what LAO or anything you have in this season because it's not gonna count for anything. This is technically, in some way, shape, or form, a relaxed season because you don't have to spend so much or do so much if you just want to get to rank 10. However, for people who have not reached rank 10 throughout the last 4 seasons, it's the best opportunity for you guys to actually get to rank 10 and get those costumes, get those Pokemons, and probably get that Pikachu because that's never going to happen if you don't reach rank 10.
Yeah, this is my best chance, man. This is my best chance.
I am going to go a little ham probably in Little Cup for the remainder of the week.
I want to see you make it, man.
Yeah, and I really want to get to rank 10 on that part. If you finish season rank 5 or higher, you'll receive the Elite Charge TM, which you mentioned before. And new moves and new interesting changes have been added to some moves in Pokemon Go. So, the following new attacks will be added. Incinerate. This fire-type fast attack will initially be available only to Rapidash, originally discovered in the Kanto region. Typhlosion, Ho-Oh, and Darmanitan originally discovered in Unova region, and Chandelure. That's actually pretty cool. Mostly because Typhlosion and Ho-Oh could actually do something good with it. Darmanitan is going to be a beast with it. And then Chandelure is just like amazing.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it a little bit. I think Chandelure is definitely going to be a fun one to use.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Darmanitan was already OP.
And even in raids, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, defindedefinitely needed it.
Oh
my
yeah.
God. It could not do anything in Master League.
Not even with Earthquake. But yeah. And then some updates to following attacks. The Poison Stink attack, the Poison type fast attack, will now generate more energy, allowing Pokemon like Vespiquen, Drapion, and Whirlwind to use their charge attack more frequently. I'm actually okay with this one. I kind of want to use Vespiquen and Whirlwind a little bit more.
I might be wrong. Is that the one that Beedrill has too? Because he's going to be OP if he has Poison Jab. He has Poison Jab.
Yeah.
Poison.
Poison Jab and Poison Sting is a little bit different. I think it just helps us out a little bit more. It's like a lock-on kind of thing. Looks like it. I mean,
Vespiquen's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Because it had the energy move with the bug equivalent, Fury
Cutter.
Whatever it's called, Fury Cutter. It did no damage. So this one's going to be really good.
Yeah. And then the following attack will be available to Pokemon that couldn't learn it before. Flame Charge, which was already a previously an obtainable move. This powerful fire-type attack will now be teachable to Rapidash, originally discovered in the Kanto region, Entei, Ember, and Chandelure. Alright, Ember though, that feels like it's a good one there. Entei is fun.
Charge Chandelure, man.
Yeah, it's a spammy one now.
Oh. Why are they giving so much love to Chandelure? Oh my god!
I mean, we just had or Liquid in the entire Halloween season, which makes you think that we're not gonna see any more of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, what are you looking forward to in most of Season 5? Let us know with the hashtag #GoBattle. Well, it definitely has been an interesting mix of emotions for the battlers there. A lot of people are saying that they were not going to do it because it's just a waste of time.
So much starts, man.
But at the same time, it's just interesting to see a little bit differences because something like the Halloween Cup and the Flying Cup that we had recently, it was just fun. You know, it's just like it's fun to see a limited pool of Pokemon that you either never gonna use or just gonna use in different formats. The Halloween Cup was just fun. I was able to reach rank 7 because of it. And then the Flying Cup with both stream that day, it was just fun to say, hey, you know, there's Zapdos, and now you're gonna learn, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that.
So many battles. I don't think I saw too many people that finished the 100. Honestly.
Yeah. I didn't actually did myself because unfortunately, going through 100 battles is just not the best, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what it is. Season 5 announcement. It's here. It's coming. And tomorrow it starts. So we'll see how it goes. Let us know, trainers and our Twitter handles, how you are going to be playing this game. So, a little bit more interesting news too is that Niantic finally announced that we have a level up testing coming up. And this is interesting because we're finally going to be able to see if trainers can reach a level higher than level 40. And here's their statement. It's a small statement, so I'm just going to read it all. But here it is. Beginning on Monday, November 9th, a new test will be happening in Pokemon Go. We'll be conducting an experience rebalance test for selected trainers in Australia and New Zealand, during which those trainers will experience adjustments to the amount of experience they earn from activities such as catching Pokemons, hatching eggs, evolving Pokemon, and more. This test will run until Monday, November 16th. So it's only like a week's worth of test. Additionally, trainers around the world may begin seeing different items pop up in the daily free box, which they can find in the free section of the shop. These items might be the most relevant to each trainer Pokemon Go experience. While these tests are running, be sure to share your feedback with us on social media by replying to the Pokemon Go app at help or at Niantic help in Twitter. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to providing this update to all trainers once testing is done. So we knew that leveling up past level 40 was coming. Mm-hmm. This is a good way to start because you don't want to just throw out a full system to us just like they always do. Mostly because this is something that's going to change Pokemon Go forever. And doing it this way is probably best, especially a week's worth of testing. I know that Soy 2 Dots and a lot of other New Zealand and Australian people are going to give us the information needed of what exactly we're going to see. But in all honesty, how excited are you about this, Chris?
I think it's really good that they're giving a small amount of people in relation to relation to everyone that plays Pokemon Go. Mm-hmm. I think it's cool that they're giving a small amount of people to test. I mean, we'll know exactly how to level up really fast after they give us the information. I don't think that's a problem. you know, I think it's just something to make it a smoother rollout. You know,
Yeah,
I think it's
definitely.
good.
We won't know the full details of it until we actually see it, but starting tomorrow, that's when we're gonna start seeing some changes, and hopefully those changes will be for the better. The types of experience, just like the mentioned, from catching Pokemons, from hatching eggs and evolving Pokemons, is going to be interesting when leveling up to past level 40. So again, guys, I've been saying it every time we listen something about the level up mechanic. Make sure you take a screenshot of your final level before level 40 or above happens. So that way you know when you actually achieved it and what was the final thing of it. We don't know how it's going to work yet. We'll see if this testing will give us an exact way of how they're going to make it. But don't get your hopes up just yet. This is just a test. We'll see how it goes. They did say there is a possibility that we'll hear or see this implementation of the level up mechanic before the end of the year. So that's what we'll check it out when it comes around, and we'll definitely kind of keep you updated with all the news here on the podcast because that's how we are.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm trying to do this Lugia, and I feel like I'm actually gonna lose it. I'm not even doing that much damage anymore.
Oh yeah, that ain't looking good.
Yeah.
Hopefully he sends an invite to me. I think I have Edgy on my thing.
I don't think it was Edgy that was actually sending me the invite, unfortunately. That was somebody else.
Okay.
But I guess they're trying to do it, and then just like I can probably text them later. But yeah, that's the level up testing announcement. We were lucky enough to receive this news before the podcast, so that was actually pretty nice. However, let's get into real quick into our Get Good, Get Wrecked PvP section. Here we go, Chris!
I'm ready.
All right. Well, I'm going to quick out of this Lugia because there's nothing much of that. I went ahead and actually put the ratings of the Little Cup here. So the Pokemons that are going to be more effective in the Little Cup, to say the least.
Is Bronzer, and Bronzer.
Yes. Bronzong is one of those Pokemons there you want to have for Little Cup because it destroys how much of the meta, Chris?
It is a 99.5% win rate against the meta. It is the best lead, the best safe switch, and the best closer.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. It's only got to worry about dark types and fire types, but no matter what it is, it's still got to shield it.
Yeah.
It just covers everything.
I know, right? Well, I do have my 100% IV Bronzong here, ready to go with it. So we'll see how it goes. Why not? It's an interesting one with Counter Mirror Cup, and then Cotney, which I don't think I have any right now. Interesting. Dino is another one. I know, right? Dino is also another one. Shelmet, Wooper, Stunky, Lickitung, which is actually funny to see a Lickitung here. Barboach, Igglybuff, Seal, Bobali, Popix, Padawan, and just many more after that because the Little Cup is under 15 or 500, so it's just going to be interesting when it comes down to it. I think anything with Body Slam is just going to be good at the end of the day.
Anything with spam, man. Yeah.
We'll see, but that's actually what we're going to be doing right now, Chris. Are you ready?
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm ready, buddy.
All right, let me go ahead and send you
I got to make sure I don't mess up.
So I guess we'll do it on the Gray League for now, and then we'll just put the Pokemons there, of course.
Okay.
So, Krish, I'm going to send you a GIF.
I got to make sure I use Pokemon that actually evolve, because I know that was something I noticed after I named the Pokemon. I don't know if I did that for all of them.
Yeah,
okay, let's do this.
That's for sure.
Ooh, I know I named them all, so that's good. Oh yeah, I got a decent team.
Yep.
Oh my
Monsingaru. All right, let's do this. What?
Oh my gosh. Let's see how that's going.
Goodness.
Interesting. Whoa, okay. That's a lot of damage.
I don't even know what this Pokemon has.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Alright,
It's only
alright.
using counter, right?
Yeah, it is just encounter. It's the only moves that it has.
Yeah, I saw that it was resisted. Interesting. Dude, this Wynot is like really thick.
I know, right?
Oh
Even
my
somebody
God.
that spawns charm is just like, you blocked
Yeah.
it. Nice.
I don't want to talk about it.
That Connie though, the attack is just like, he's just like meh.
Dude, I've seen the charms do so much. If you're fighting a dino, it like two shots dino.
Right.
It's insane.
That's gonna be interesting. What is the attack move that you're using? Charm, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Little.
Little cop here, guys.
I do want to
Oh
say
my god, that's like nothing.
yeah. I do want to say I have seen a lot of Icy Wind what's it called? Icy Wind. Oh, I can't even think about what it's called. Icy Wind Seal play.
Yeah?
It's been really, really good.
Alright.
Not very effective.
Alright. Let's see how that one goes.
Oh no! My charm! I knew I made a mistake.
Uh,
Gosh, this is not good. Oh no. Yeah, that's a very good team. Oh
GG!
man, I'm so hurting you, man. GG.
GG's.
Oh my gosh. I even talked about Dino. That's funny.
Well, I luckily enough have something that was under 15 or 500 because dinos that you get from research and eggs unfortunately are over that. So I was able to catch something in the wild, and luckily enough it was not. I think it was research, and I haven't traded it, so which is good.
Mhm.
But dino, I mean that spam move, man, that quick move.
It's a very good generalist.
Yes.
Very good
Yes,
generalist. If
definitely.
you get Cottony, though, you got to get out.
Oh yeah, now it's like peace out. Well, that's why I was like, might as well just get Bronson, and if it dies, it dies, and then I'll just like go through the rest. But I still got 2 Pokemon left, and Bronson is just like really tanky, like insanely tanky. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like
he can live so much.
I know, and even that you actually saw that his one of his moves, Side Shock, just did so much to a lot of Marowak, even though it was a Steel type.
Exactly. Even the things that counter it have to be worried about it. It's very bad.
Yeah, definitely. So that was a little bit of a sneak peek of Little Cup, guys. If you want to see it, make sure you check the YouTube live stream. You'll definitely see what it's out there for those. And if not, then just try it out and let us know, because it's just a fun meta. You don't have to spend a lot of it on it. But if you do, I mean, good luck. Season 10 or rank 10 is on the horizon for you guys.
Half Bronzor.
Half Bronson. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God. And then real quick, we did not mention much about this one, but the Mesh Cup was actually announced for Celt Arena. Now, the Celt Arena, of course, this is the second tournament of Season 3 for them, which includes Poison types, Ghost types, Bug types, Grass types, and Water types, excluding Tropius, Abomasnow, and Megas, which we know Megas are broken in its own. But Chris, what do you think about this meta real quick?
It's a really interesting meta. I have seen everyone was saying that Galvantula was the king of this cup. It's ranked number 1 on PvPoke. Shout out to them. You got to bring Galvantula counters if you're going to be playing this meta. I think Alolan Marowak is a very strong one. You're going to see a lot of Alolan Muck. It's a very good generalist.
Especially now that has Jarabone and maybe some Father Fire type move.
Exactly. Super spamming. It almost does the same amount of damage with that debuff chance. It's crazy.
Definitely. I mean, we can probably go to PvPoke real quick and actually go through the cup here, which is Smash Cup, yeah. So Galvantula is number 1, just like I said. Ferrothorn is interesting.
Yeah, you need the fire just for how many Pokemon are double weak to fire in the top 10.
Ferrothorn and Fortress. Ooh.
Wormadam, Fortress.
Sableye is going to be an interesting one for sure. And of course, Alolan Marowak as a Firebone. A
Yeah,
powerhouse.
Sableye to counter that Marowak that you're going to see on a lot
Yeah.
of people's teams. Gengar is up there,
Interesting
but
meta.
Sableye's like the king.
Yeah, definitely. Sableye has always been like number one pick in a lot of metas because he won me a lot of cups before. So
Oh.
I think you remember that
I
cup.
remember.
When real quick before you guys actually, when Celta Arena started doing their cups, one of the cups actually had a Sableye as part of the team, and Chris was so afraid about that Pokemon, and I was the one who brought it in and won the entire cup with it.
I knew I needed the Azu versus it, and it just couldn't do it. It couldn't live against it.
It was just so much fun.
My God.
I just still remember every time I say Sableye, he was like, ah! He just like runs away.
Such a cool choice.
Yes, but it was actually pretty fun throughout those days. It's been a couple years or a couple months since I've done an actual Silk Cup, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll actually come back and see how well I can be in those types of metas. We'll see. But yeah, I think that is a podcast, Chris. I think we finally did it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I can keep talking. No, I'm just...
I mean, yeah, we can keep talking, but I'm pretty sure that you'll bore our viewers are here, so our listeners. They'll be like, Chris, why are you talking so much?
Oh my gosh, that's mean. Oh my God.
No worries, Chris. No worries. We'll have another opportunity next week to talk about all news and updates on Pokemon Go. Because
fine, I'll wait.
Yeah. But if anything, make sure you guys check it out on all social media. So we appreciate it for listening. Make sure that you are checking us out, and of course in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and now Amazon Music. Many more other places, of course, and make sure you leave us a review if you can. Make sure you also check us out on our social medias, ourselves in Pure Letter Go, which is all my channels, socials, and then of course Christo at 0517. Check us out on Twitch because we do actually do a lot of streams on Twitch. We communicate with the community as much, and if anything, follow our. If you want to email us, of course, go ahead and email us at purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. Still haven't received any listening emails, so hopefully anybody will be kind enough to just send us one. Let us know how you're playing this game as much as we do, And of course, don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com. Chris, I think that's it for the night. How about you take us away?
Alrighty. I hope you guys are ready for the Little Cup. I hope you guys have a little giant to play around with tomorrow. Wish you guys all luck. Try to get that rank 10. It looks like it's going to be the easiest season yet. I hope to see you guys all up there with us. Peace out, and wish you guys all the best luck for the next month. Peace.
Have a good night, guys. Keep grinding. We'll see you guys next week.